All right. I went up to. I did my parasol walk, my umbrella walk, with my Kingsman size umbrella. I discovered Kingsman today. I believe that Alexander and Benjamin and Dan made me watch Kingsman movie back in Patchogue, but I wasn't really into it. I didn't really understand it. There's nobody to explain it to me, so I didn't watch it, and it had no resonate, like, there was no resin, there was no, like, wow, I should really seek this out. Part of the signaling and the SIM card problem going on in the movie that's actually tied into the genetics. They also have at the back of the ear a chip put in for some that ties into my Stony Brook visit. I mentioned it there to that human because I knew it was N-wave technology that was being used, which is a supersonic high voltage microwave, which impedes on human brave wave and cognition and the ability to function and perform in the field of any field when it is turned on, which it was, against my person, against my wishes. I never signed up for this. I never allowed this. This is this bullshit that you fucking shitbag Americans allow in the U.S.A, which I fucking hate. Or it's like, pick a nation. I'm like, the nation that I pick is Niklaus. There's a castle in Les Miserables. There's a castle in the cloud. Yeah, that's the castle he owns and that I belong in. Fucking rest of you shitbags, I haven't seen any of you step up and perform in the correct action since the day I fucking arrived. So now, in this storyline, I went with the umbrella and parasol up and down Bell Boulevard. It's a green and a black. Listen, in Electric City, in this shitbag storyline of America, the electricians install green as a neutral. It's already a wire that is coated, C-O-A-T-E-D, and installed on the electrical outlet before you put it in the wall and before you attach the wires. You attach a black and a red wire, the green's already there, and that's the neutral. It gets, the screw gets tied in to some other concoction in the box. That's it. I've been on enough job sites and I've paid enough attention to the men of the local area to know some things that are outside the scope of normal women things. And again, it's Kingsman. I like to pick up and absorb facts and knowledge. I don't actually want to go through the actions myself. So do I want to install? I know one of the coaches and the dads are like, well, don't you want to go do it? No, I don't. I'm not that kind of field unit. I'm one of the ones that watch over safety and procedure in the background. I'm never to be left out in the field to go through any action myself. I already passed my Kingsman's test, if that's what we're calling it, as referenced in the movie, with the black man and the LISP serving McDonald's as new money to old money in a fucking U.S.A situation, as opposed to United Kingdom. That's all America is. It's some disgusting black man with a lisp. That's the villain. That's caused my mother to be beaten by the fatherland. And then my appearance to just steadily get worse and decline. And have other compromising situations that are not healthy for anyone. Right now, you gave people cell phones. Those cell phones have a SIM and a PKU code. That PKU code on a quantum computer elsewhere, they write and direct your fucking future scripts. They then sell it on a RIF and a TIFF system. It then goes into large, like, digital quantified spinning rotation with biometrics, and it's like, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, boom, okay, who's getting the next script? Okay, so these people, they're all getting cancer. That's how they're working the background. Because there's too many of you fucking shitbags and none of you are fucking performing right. And then it changes the dial on the script and which way the movie, like, the life is gonna go. And then you get a Kingsman kid in there and you're like, fuck! How do I pull the Kingsman out? I need it to arc over. I need an arc override. Didn't really think that you'd put a Kingsman chip into the, like, fucking jackpot, shitheads. We're like a bright, like, sparking, like, we're like the medical dye that, like, you steal money and then it goes off and it paints all the money the same color. Oops. Yeah, that's the fucking piece I am. So now, with that being said, so I finally have a movie with my leading man. The guy, he calls himself Chester King, Chester. I made Lynn watch the end of it. It's the, it is the Kingsman, The Secret Service, that came out in 2014, I believe. I said, Lynn, I said, isn't he really handsome, the leading man? I said, he looks like he's in the lineage of Niklaus Hitler. I was like, at least from what I remember from 1998. I was like, that is the look I was supposed to marry that they don't really have around here. And she was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, isn't it interesting, Linda? I was like, he goes by the name Chester King. I was like, where did I move in Virginia, Lynn? When I moved to Virginia, I got out of New York for like a few months. Where did I move when I got impregnated with Alexander? And she's like, right, I moved to Virginia, which the initial is VA, and the state is VIRGINA. I moved to a place called Chesterfield, CHESTERFIELD, 2 hours outside of Washington, D.C. It's also called Midlothian, MIDLOATHAN. So this way, my betrothed could meet with me. Because it's not like New York City and it's not like Richmond. So now, I'm in there, and it's called Hampton Park for the Hampton Reserve. HAMPTONPARK. It was heaven on the United States of America field, as far as I was concerned. I got out of the shitbag city, urban, Bayside fucking problem. I got to Virginia. It felt like heaven. It was quiet. It was in the middle of nowhere. It had community because it was built in with a pool and a mini golf course for the kids and a rec center so all the white kids could get together and be white together. Oh my God, it was like heaven. And then I got pregnant with Alex, which was wonderful. And Jason was living in New York. Oops. Right. And then I had to fucking move back because Jay couldn't get the job transfer and I had no way of paying the fucking mortgage by myself. So there was no job, there was no money, there was no way to afford the house. So it had to be sold, which I did, and moved back to the fucking shitbag area, which is how I got to Ronkonkoma, right outside MacArthur Airport. And that's where I stayed until that became a fucking problem. And onward it goes. And these facts mean absolutely fucking nothing except this. There, in the Kingsman movie, is a reference to Jeff Bezos. He is some Liberian, Lesbos, Greek, like the really dark, dirty kind, that some people were really, and like he's playing a Scottish man. Are you all fucking crazy? He's just as black with a lisp as the other guy. He's not Scottish. He's not Reich. He's not right. And he's definitely like a problem in the movie and in real life, if that's where you all are at. Let's think about this. But then I got some fucking shitbag and some virgin, like, airliner who takes up some really dark skin, like a girl with dark black skin, like the guy in the movie with the lisp, for some first history making. I hope you all bleed through the nose and mouth and die so the rest of us can go do, like, the fixing shit that we need to do. So, at both UK and U.S.A. So now I've got it looks like two testicles, but they're weather balloons that go up carrying one girl on the Kingsman test who already made it parachute. She's the only girl in the center of the K. Great. So now they put her on some, like, and Chester King, like, sends her up. Great. Because this is, like, the only way out of this? Are you fucking for real? You put that many derelict positions in that I have to go fucking hover just on the outside of cold, dark space by my fucking self, knock out a satellite, but then my balloon pops, I come careening down and to the ground with nothing to fucking catch me. So it's just like a free fall. Whoa, free fall. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, is free falling. Down to, like, Earth. I mean, it's, like, spiraling out of control. And then there's another part where the black guy's got the Scandinavian princess in lockdown in a hole in the wall. And, like, the UK guy in charge of Kingsman stuff's like, yeah, we know about it. No, we're doing everything in our power. Yeah, really? Because, I mean, what's your success ratio, dude? Because we got 42 years on the clock, and I'm like, I don't even know your name or your face. I see some reference of you in a movie, but I don't know who the fuck you are. I'm just, like, in a testicle weather balloon hovering over the earth, hoping it doesn't fucking pop, and then 2015 comes, and it's like, boom! N-wave, supersonic boom! And I come fucking, like, into a hospital, like, I can't even think right now, and I know you don't know what kind of advanced technology it is, but, like, it's like, I can't even verbalize it to you, because it's that bad. And then they fucking put me in a fucking bed. I mean, the whole fucking scene is like some poltergeist, like, really fucking gross. It is so fucking derelict and disgusting based on who knows what, and that you fucking let the storyline go on. Are you all fucking crazy? So now, let's see. EMP. We changed the fucking signature dial of the thoughts and the cognition and what agenda we push by a fucking push of a button to a SIM card. I'm mother of nature. I'm single and separate Kingsman project outside of the dumb fucking useless SIM card shitbags. So now, I got mother of nature and father of time. We are our own separate project, and currently we're off kilter. That is 100% verified without a trace of a doubt. We are mother nature and father of time are off kilter. K-I-L-T-E-R. Grab your tartan, T-A-R-T-A-N, and your bagpipes, or whatever the Scots use, and hurry along. The United States of America is beating the Kingsman's wife, and UK's got to intervene, but I don't know what the fuck they're waiting for. Here's your invitation. So now, let's see here. Okay, so I was at my address at Hampton Parks for the Hamptons Reserve kiddos is 7701 Hampton Green Drive in Chesterfield, Virginia. And I can't remember the zip code. But that's where I got impregnated with Alexander, and it is not Jason Peter Romer's child whatsoever. I also, Peter Otto Romer, shitbag from Levittown, New York, has this pinky ring that he wears. He says it's Lowenstein, and it looks like a seal. Like, it's a gold ring with a black seal on it, like a wax seal. Now, he's a piece of shit, and he allowed me to be raped by his son so his son could get a corner office at NYPD. Does that not bring up anybody's, like, ancestral, like, balls to, like, fucking do something at weather balloon? I'm just fucking curious. So I just went to NYPD, spoke to a whatever, officer, and I made the reference that today was August 15th, 2021. The date is actually on my phone at the moment. It's August 14th, 2021. I asked the guy, he looked at his watch, he said, yeah. I'm like, yeah, right. Okay, great. So now we have an agreement that it's the wrong date. You saw whatever you saw on your digital whatever. I showed him my red and my blue eye flashing whatever. I showed him the ear. I said, listen, I said, there's one line of reality. I said, did you see Kingsman? the movie? He goes, I did. I said, good. I said, all right, I just found it today. I was like, and I made a reference on social media. So I'm just tying in a live audience. We called it an outsource, which is what you are. And then these two surveillance cameras and myself walking up with the green and black umbrella. You saw me. The surveillance cameras saw me. And so it's a tie in to what I'm doing on social media. So there is no disputing who I am and what I am and what my actual needs are. I said, my eyes have, your eyes and your ocular have a gas in them. It's a pressurized gas system. Sometimes my eyes show red, sometimes they show blue. Sometimes, I said, do you see, and I had him look towards my pupil. I said, do you see, I don't even think you can see here. Right, the gas is just all over. But he did verify that to his humanness, I have a pupil, then I have gold hazel, and then I have an area of gold hazel, and then I have an area of white, gray, silver, blue on the outside, because I am blut orange. And if you look around where the gold and hazel are by the pupil, it's jagged edges, it looks torn. I said, it's a star map. It's it's what we call star mapped. I was like, I'm a special unit that picks up pressurized changes. When I start recording, then my body has discovered changes in the atmosphere and the environment. It's like a pressurized storm is coming, but it's a different type of pressure and different type of storm. It's not something easily trackable, like the weather department at National should know, but it's not easily trackable to the other populations. I'm a significant piece in nature that acts differently than the rest. I said, just like, you know how some old people are like, oh, my joints when like the weather changes, it's because of the pressure changes and the fluid inside the joint just gets pulled in a different direction. It's interstitial fluid. I was like, it gets pulled into a different direction, changes the pressure inside the joint. It causes pain. It's along the same line. Same thing with my eyes and the gas and the amount of pressure in the system. I was like, there's a lot of this change going on. I was like, and it's very significant. It's just very hard to explain. I was like, so that's why I need a human witness. I was like, or outside witness being yourself, along with, because I explain it to people at home. I was like, but they don't really get it. Like, they don't understand the significance, and there's nowhere for them to report it. And there's serious changes going on. That's it. I said, thank you for listening, and I walked away. That was it. I'm over it. And so, we'll probably never see that officer ever again, and I don't care. Let's think. That's how, like, in tune with NYPD I am, with Jason Peter Romer having a corner office, because Peter allowed him to rape me in order to take me away from the U.S.A and the U.K. problem of Kingsman needing to fix something between Mother of Nature and Father of Time. Those are your hitmen, and that's your hit list right there. In a nutshell. So I don't understand, when this information was known ahead of time in order to prevent, what the fuck took you so many fucking steps in all the wrong directions, all area dumb, fucking, and useless. Star 1978, star 8378. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. And today is August 14th, 2021, on NYPD uniformed officer on his cameras, and then on surveillance camera, the hanging basket kind, I reported in as August 15th, 2021. So I am making a cordial recall and memo note for Kingsman level that there was a mistake. I'm redacting it and retracting it in the only way that I can at the moment in order to track timing, sequence, and my event log.